you think it's all this. You're tearing me apart, and girl, the hardest part is
Traders family, hope so you guys are fine and your week is going very well. Actually today we were trying to do a live session on YouTube, but due to some reasons we were unable to make a live session. So firstly I would start here from gold, and there are a lot of newses today. FMC tomorrow, there are also big newses, and on Friday there's an NFP news. So we would try to figure out all the things. So this video would be little bit in more length, and I would try my best to give you more and more details in this video. So if you are a new one in this channel, so kindly subscribe it, and so we would start it. My name is Sulaiman Khan. So in this video we would start from dollar, that what are the movements in the dollar and what are the possible positions in the dollar. So we will start it from the dollar. So if you look at on the weekly time frame, I have draw one trend line here. You guys can see at 94.055, and right now dollar is almost at that area. So we would predict that how would be what are the dollar movements. So we would also draw one trend line to identify the pattern of the DX, that where it is going to move next. So if you draw a trend line, so you guys can clearly see that market has already, if on a weekly time frame, if you guys can see that market has started his journey from here on 25th of April 2011, and then after that market moves towards upside. That dollar was it was on the upper side, and so that's why gold was at the higher peaks. And after that you guys can see that from here, from this area 94.715, so this was the area where I've draw a trend line. So first confirmation was that this trend line, second confirmation was this trend line also. So these both lines has helped us to identify that market has broken this trend line and also this trend line also, and market is now moving down. It means the dollar is going to be fallen. So when we have a confirmation that dollar would be down, then it's a first confirmation that gold would be up. So it's a first scenario on a weekly time frame. But here you would also see one more thing on a weekly time frame. Dollar has DX, it has made a W pattern, which you also known as double bottom pattern. So double bottom market has created a double bottom, and whenever market creates such patterns, so it's first symbol that market is going to be moved towards upside. And now the how much market would be up, so this would be the problem. So right now if you look at on coming weeks, so we can see that maybe dollar would move again towards upside approximately 96.690, and then after that we can see a huge fall, because as you guys can see that dollar is already in a selling momentum. And the second thing is that because dollar has break this weekly trend line, so we can see maybe market would move a little bit upside. So today, tomorrow, maybe in just 3 days, market would make huge movements. So maybe dollar would move towards upside little bit, approximately at this area, I think so 95.700, because here you guys can see that this is turns a huge resistance right now. Market always comes here. It was a previous support also for dollar on a weekly time frame. Now I hope so that it would be a resistance. So 95.6, I would mark this area also. I had drawn a horizontal line. So this would be the resistance for dollar right now. So the maximum dollar would move towards this side according to me. Then after that I can predict so that my dollar would be down, dollar would be more down at least this area. Then we can see also a goal towards upside. Now we would come towards the gold XAU USD. In XAU USD we would predict that how market is moving and what are the possible figures, and where market would lead it to. So on the DX, on the XAU USD, on the gold, if you look at on the gold clearly, so firstly we would draw a few trend lines to identify its pattern. I have drawn one trend line here. On a daily time frame, I have previously I have drawn one trend line from downside, but that trend line would be more clear in 4-hour time frame, I think so. So I would have opened a 4-hour time frame for these 3 days. What are the possible figures where market can go? So if you open a 4-hour time frame, you would clearly see that market was in that proper bullish trend from here. Yeah, market has started its journey from 1721 on 30th of September 2021. Then after the market again comes to this area, then again market moves towards upside, again market comes to downside. Then here market has created a double top, and which is also a market of a head and shoulder pattern. Then after that market has fallen, and now the thing is that why we were in a buy trades, I would also tell you guys, but here you guys can see that no, market is also in a proper sell. Market is also in a proper sell, so market could go to downside. At least 1750 is the area where market can easily go, 1755 till 1760. So this is the area. Yeah, this is the area 1760. Yeah, this is the area approximately 1762 or 60, 1760 approximately. 1760 would be the range for the seller's target. So in these 3 days, so as I mentioned in my on the dollar side, that market has break this area, and now market has created W pattern, double bottom, which means dollar would be moved towards upside, and market if dollar would be upside, then gold would be towards downside. So on the, if you look at on the downside of the this area, you guys can easily see that market would be down. And on the other hand, we have some fundamental things I would try to share with you guys. As I mentioned in my some videos, that America was going to they were investing in the market of $120 billion every week. So now today they would also decide. So today is the most deciding day. So the Federal Reserve has bought 4 trillion in bonds since the start of COVID-19 epidemics, and half of which were in the first 3 months of the crisis. It has since down purchases to about $120 billion a week. So today is likely to be the beginning of a gradual end to those purchases. So maybe today Fed started the closing of that thing. So if they started closing, then we can see again gold towards downside. So but if they didn't close today in FOMC meeting, then again we can see gold towards upside. First target would be 1800, the second target would be at least 1830 at 15, and third would be 1830. That would be our third target. So these would be our for the buyer side. So today the main thing is the FOMC meeting would be about the $120 billion investment of America. Will they start it will they increase that thing, or maybe today they would try to finish that thing, and they would try to again catch the money from the market instead of investing in the market. So this is all. I hope so that you guys would like this video and kindly share it. And brother, if you are new one here, kindly support us, like us, and share it. And if you have any queries, you can ask. Our group's links are in the description. And the third thing is that we are also starting a live sessions, live classes session from next week, so kindly must join it. So it is very helpful for you guys. Thank you very much.